Well, hello. I am here today and I'm going to make a cannon. Big old cannon. And that's about it. I'm a bit tired today, but I want to keep the momentum going and keep straight streaming a bunch. So, uh, I chose FTD because it's just like a very comfortable game. It's about making cannons and all, but it's still comfortable, but it's uh, it's largely about committing war crimes. But that's the most comfortable games of all. I'm not sure. I want to make like a what should I say? I want to make a cannon that is like it's not very wide, but it's quite tall because I want to make like a, a big a big battleship, but instead of just having one very big gun, I want to have lots of guns. So I want to make a kind of smallish what's it called? Yeah, smallish main cannon. I'm just gonna see what's this about. I think I'll make my own instead of this. What did okay. Like this. Okay. I kind of want to sink this one block. So if I did this, okay. See, and then I want to, after I've made the cannon, build armor on the outside like this. It is a bit small, but I'm gonna try and see what I can do. I think if I put the local weapons controller on this side of the turret, it's gonna be a bit more safe. And then I can just, like, actually I could put down ammo intakes at the bottom. So I want to make an advanced no, an advanced cannon. Put cooling units here. I could make like all ammo feeders down here after I've done the Tetris. Uh, I should probably prepare like a shell before I get too far into this. Okay. What type of shell should I make? Hmm. I think I'll go with frag. Should I go with hollow points? Actually, I think I want to try out hollow points. I haven't really played with that before. Let's just see. Barrel shell length. What is that? Shell length 500 millimeters. Plus casing 4,000. And if I then put in some, let's see here, solid warheads, solid. Hmm. Okay, the damage went down because that's. I don't know, if this is this a big enough shell? It's a question. If I were to add like another 2 modules and more solids. That would become 5 meters, which is not really something you can do, is it? Oh, you can do 5 meters. Wait. Yeah, I'll try this out with a 5 meter intake. The question is, how am I going to make the Tetris now? Need to go all the way down here. Let's see. Could I? Okay, yeah, I think I can get away with a system like this. Because then put there, 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 there. Yeah, I've got it. It's not perfect Tetris, but it's good for what it's worth. It's fine. How tall do I want this cannon to be, really? I think maybe I'll mirror what I've done here and then maybe copy it one more time to see what kind of behemoth that makes. Oh, I actually have a story to tell. Today I was at a birthday. It was like an uncle's birthday I was attending, and there was what's the English word for it? Like in in Danish we call it cloud breaking. Like when a cloud when it starts raining like obscenely much, it's called a cloud breaking. Or cloud breakage. It just started excessively raining. Uh, and it just so happens the place where the birthday was taking place was at a very low point. So it straight up actually started to flood inside where we were holding this birthday party. And your birthday party is not like a child's birthday party, you know, it's just like a dinner. Uh, so we straight up just had to prevent flooding. Like we had to clog up the door, put towels into the other side of the door because it actually just flooded through the door, all this water from the outside. And it was half the party almost was just like cleaning up this damn water. It's a different experience. Because like just like wow, it's raining a lot. Like going over to look, wow, those doors over there, they're like water all the way up to the doors, like it could flood through them, and then it starts to flood through the door we're standing behind, and it's like oh shit, we have to do something. It, it ends up actually flooding quite a bit. We took care of it in the end, but it was still like, you know, a bit scary. Scary, we could just leave, you know, but mm, first time really just, you know, witness some kind of flooding in that way. It was really weird. Okay, I want this to be a full gauge, like 500 millimeters. It's not gonna have enough recoil at all. Let's see. Oh, the cooling is atrocious. That's really bad. Maybe I shouldn't have made that. Yeah, I shouldn't have made this a single cannon. I should have made this dual barreled. I think I might go straight to trying to make that dual barrel instead of trying to make that one functional. Because that seems like it's not gonna work out, to be honest. I don't know, that story kind of ended flat. Like, I don't have anything more to say, but mm, I feel like I'll have to at least make it this a 9 by 9 turret instead of a 7 by 7. Because there's straight up not enough room to make this double barreled without doing some really weird Tetris. Probably remember to mirror it. Uh, okay. I'm just gonna have to spend a minute trying to figure out how to do this Tetris. Cooling units here. Okay, and so Lotus here. Probably shouldn't mirror this. Then there. And there. Okay, how could you do that on the other side then? So I'm not really being too vocal about what I'm doing right now. I'm sorry, but I actually I don't really know what I'm doing, so there's that. Okay, I think I want to leave some empty space for more cooling units over here. Extra cooling, yeah, because that all I can really need cooling, so I should probably leave some space. Okay, if I then ammo racks like this. Mm, this, this, this. Right, it's just the same. I'm really not doing the Tetris properly, I feel. Uh, okay, I think this is about the template I'm going for. And then mirror this, like turn it 180 degrees. Hmm. Yeah, I'll go ahead with this. Now to do it with the right items. Items, right parts. YouTube keeps telling me there's a problem with your audio. Uh, or like, yeah, it's a problem with your audio stream. It's not sending any audio. I'm not. It's because I'm being a bit quiet right now. YouTube, please calm your tits. Oh, I hadn't thought about it. How do we get a ammo clip in here? I think I should this and then another auto loader. Yeah. Okay, and then I need to make the cooling units up here, up here, here. Fill in the input feeders. Input feeders. No, input feeders. That would be a different thing if input feeders. That sounds a bit graphic. I might. Ugh. Okay, that should be that mirrored. No, no, that's not. This expand to 9 with. Oh, I. Shit. Well, I suppose I'll have to build all of that again instead of having to just copy it. That's great. Oh yeah, it's actually. I saw that there's like an alpha or beta of the new weapons type that's going to be added to the game of plasma weapons. I haven't even. Actually, I don't even know if I can try them out yet. I'm not really up to speed. But they do seem very interesting. The new weapon type they are probably going to be adding. Like they give you an opportunity to really just hit heavy armored targets. Um, but I can't remember what the drawback of them was. Oh yeah, you have to do a lot of cooling, and you it's not really. I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember shit about the new weapon system. But it does look cool, at least. I remember it looking cool. Plasma weapons, it was called, something like that. this really isn't efficient. What's it called? APS Tetris, like at all. But I think it's going to do. Like it's not horribly bad. It's just inefficient. And the fetuses. Really should stop calling these things fetus. Uh, but I mean, I gotta be distinct in some way, you know. When you're making a YouTube channel, you have to provide something nobody else can, and calling objects fetuses might actually just be my way to fame, you know. No thanks. Honestly, I'd rather be an absolute unknown than have my thing be calling things fetuses. That sounds horrid. Also slightly funny. Not it's ever so slightly funny. Like it's not like a fetus is that bad of a thing, you know. We all were one at some point, unless you're not telling me something. Like unless we have some alien on stream, everyone should have been a fetus at some point in their life, right? Not connected to an envelope. I okay. I should probably just place what's it called? Some flying pieces and uh, see if I can't make this work. Okay, load in the shells. Assign, assign all. Oh, refill. This really is a terrible platform I have here, but it'll have to do. Okay, now look at one of these. Actually, the cooling isn't that. Oh, it's because it has no gauge increasing yet. Uh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 4. I'm gonna not gonna count. Okay, that is. Cooling limit is now ridiculously low. I can fix that. Yeah. So I give this one, and this one to that side, this one to this side. Do the splitters actually contribute to cooling limits? Yeah, okay, they do. So you just place more of those. Okay, it's actually kind of close to having not enough cooling at this point. Almost F is the 5-way cooler. Does about as much as a normal cooler. But for good measure, I'll just use mostly coolers anyway. I mean regular coolers. Okay, it's pretty close to being enough cooling. The biggest problem is that it's not even slightly enough recoil absorption at this point. Like it'll use 7,000 recoil a second and only produce 200. I suppose that's just one of the fun problems I'm going to have to solve to make this. Hmm. Okay, I think I'll make this a bit more chunky and add one of these little fingerlings all the way to the bottom. That should, yeah, that's enough cooling. Then some of these funny things can go down each side here. It's nowhere near enough. Can you put a Oh, you can put cooling all the way down these. Does it have enough? Wait, I mean recoil. Okay, so if I just place one of these at the top here also, and a small one as well. Let's leave 2 freeze. Yeah, this is an adequate cannon. Actually, it needs a mantle. Should I give it just a normal elevation mantlet and a bunch of barrels? Yeah, this is downright okay. Cannon. Yeah, I need to do the other barrel now. It's just the same shit but mirrored. But you know, do actually I could just straight up uh, copy the whole damn thing from one side to the other. Okay, that's not copied correctly. Yeah, it seems so. I need a elevation mantlet and a bunch of barrels. Just need to check. I have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 20 meters of barrel, and I need uh, let's barrel length for full propellant burn is 7.5. Okay, yeah. There's some complaint. Oh, it's because not enough ammo barrels. Yeah, this is a shit platform I have here, but it's the thing I had in storage. Okay, refill the materials quickly. Okay, we go here now. I want to see just what this thing can do. It's a loud thing. It's getting quite inaccurate. Let's see. Let me see. I couldn't see the stat before it was already gone. Like the inaccuracy of 0.2 degrees isn't great, but it's not. It's not going down at least. Like this is a pretty powerful shell. It's firing. Well, I'll just lobotomize this thing to make it stop firing by just replacing this with a simple metal block. And then I can just turn on automatic fire. Let's just see how quickly the marauder goes down to this. Oh yeah, this is bump damage. So it's like, it's not actually that effective against the marauder specifically. This is mostly against more heavily armored targets. This would be good. It's not really that fast against something as lightly armored as the marauder. But if I try something like, let's see, steel striders. What's a good thing? Bullshot. Can't remember. I can't remember most of these. Spawn. Make it stop firing. If it could hit. Okay. It's not as impressive as I'd like. It is thump damage. So despite this being very heavily armored, it's just chunking armor off it. And it's also ricocheting a bit, but I think this cannon would probably be a very good secondary cannon on a giant ship. But as a main cannon, I don't think this shell type is really doing it for me. I'm gonna try something else. Let's see, what could I do instead? Maybe the frag? Yeah, I want to see what this then does. If we can just refill AP shells to change it. Oh, those don't have health enough to get through its... Okay. It's making a convincing argument that I was right on the first type of shell instead of these ones. Okay. Yeah, this is pathetic. Yeah. See, what could I do otherwise? Like, it's just straight up armor piercing heads with solid warheads. What's the difference between this and the thumper heads? Oh, I think I underestimated how good the thumper head is compared to these other things. Because like the armor piercing has a chance to go really deep inside and destroy something in there, but doesn't really chunk the enemy down the same way the thumper does. I think I'm going to go into options, and there's like a option to make it so you have just like, yeah, override detection accuracy. This should mean that now my cannon can perfectly see the enemy, so you know it actually hits the target. It's ricocheting a bit too much there. Okay, I'm going to go back to the thump damage thing. What's it called? Hollow point. I'm gonna see just how much of a difference it makes. Like, it's very specifically this kind of target, but how much better is it on this? Now it suddenly feels like it's underperforming. Oh, no, no. It's just, this seems like a terrible target to test on. I should probably be respawning it, you know, to actually test, but this does appear to be doing a lot more against it, but it's not really shutting down anything important, is the thing. The ship hasn't become any less, what's it called, operational, well, until now. I think now it's starting to actually get damaged for real after all of this. Is there like a shell I could use that is a bit more bombastic, burst orientated? Yes, could I use? Hmm. I think I'll try an enemy without munition defense. I think this is like a regular ass ship. Stop firing. Just wait till it broadsides something. Yes, this is just a really pretty ship. Why is it just sailing? Okay, now it's broadsiding. Just about to come in while it was just sailing directly towards us. See, turn it off now. Okay, let's see what the Fumba can do against this. Well, the hollow points. Hit the ocean. Hit the thing. It's making its list quite a bit. The places it hits takes lots of damage. It just isn't really hitting the right places, it seems. Well, you say that, but it's also making it tip like this. Yeah, it's already disabled it. Uh, and the same. Another Trondheim. The one thing I haven't tested or even looked at, how how expensive is this turret even? If we just look sub objects mode. How much is this? Oh, it's almost 100,000 materials just for this. Okay. I think it should be doing a bit better than that. If it's almost the same cost as a starter ship. Um, let's see a frag against something that doesn't have see. Lost my plots. Against something that doesn't have any munition defense. Oh, it wasn't because of the cannon. It was disabled. It's just because it being kept afloat by AI and not passive controllers. Okay, that's a bit sad for the Thumper. But only look at that. So much more damage. Like, it's less armored, like, by a lot, but just the amount of extra. Yeah, look at this is so much better. Like, that hollow point is probably the right choice against extremely armored targets, but general targets like this, you're going to, yeah, frag all the way. Okay, see, this seems more like 100,000 materials to me. 700,000 damage in not a lot of time. Okay. I found a shell I prefer. Puts the ammo controller into the thing since there's an air gap anyway. Oh, let's see. I can't see shit. Okay, if we put it here, I can. Oh, actually, I think I know what's going on. Need to press this button and then I can place it. Yeah, okay, I'm an idiot. What's wrong with these things? No shit. Ah, okay. Okay, place here. And it should be happy. Okay, that should be the inside of the cannon done. I also can't pump stop moving or something. Turn the required accuracy down to 0.1. I think I'll also do the synchronization bits here. Say a third of a second behind. Okay, let's see. How does this look? Yeah, I think that looks much better. Instead of having them fire at once, stagger them just little bits. Yeah, that's good. Next thing I'm thinking is I should probably also remove one or two blocks between the barrel and the base here. Not the prettiest block placement, but it'll have to do. There aren't any surge protectors in these, but I think that's just something I'll have to live with. Okay, the question is, am I going to attempt to make a pretty turret cap for this thing? Like, I will eventually, but am I going to do it now? It's the question. The answer is probably yes. Hmm. The thing I said before about removing one or two blocks from uh, the, the barrels is actually going to be the reverse. I'm going to uh, put them a little bit higher up, actually, because there isn't really enough room to make turrets with them that deep down, at least not an appealing one. No. Okay, how am I going to go about doing this cap? Turret caps are like one of the harder things about actually making a cannon, since it can really just break a great cannon can just be like ruined by a bad turret cap sometimes. But I think yeah, I have like a basic idea in mind. Something like this. It's a bit too tall. And that seems a bit too short, since if I go into here, idle angle. Actually, I think that might be the right. Yeah, I think that's the right height of the turrets, about up to here. I'll pretty this up later after I've gotten the basic geometry down. Okay, how wide do I want this to be? This looks a bit too. Yeah, I think about this with maybe no. The problem with this is this game sometimes is going for too complicated shapes. It's going to just ruin whatever you're trying. But at the same time, you really just you want to go for some kind of more interesting shapes. Otherwise, it's just gonna be boring. I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, if I make it like straight here, I have to do something interesting at the back, I think. What to do here? This needs to be free to all offset. I'm not sure what to do here. It's definitely not this. Could it be this? Yes. Okay. It is gonna be quite a simple turret cap, but I don't think I can really pull off anything more complicated with this with these barrels, this general geometry. Okay, I'm thinking about doing something complicated. I've talked a big game about you shouldn't try something complicated in this game, and then now I'm going to do it anyway. Uh, Mimic metal. Pop one of those down. Do metal. Let's see. What's it called? The bitch. Metal square back corner rods. Metal square back corner. Met, metal. Uh, I don't know what it's called in this menu. Square back. Uh, oh, metal 2 meter square back corner. Right. Okay. So if I do this, I can effectively. Is that too? I don't know. I don't know what I should really be doing here. Trying my best. I don't know if I'm succeeding. Can I copy this? Control C, Control V. Yes. This seems like a bit much. I'm going to be honest. I don't really think this is going to be worth it. Um, I'm just gonna make it a bit more basic and maybe revisit that idea another time. Okay, I want the back dimensions to be like. Do I want them to be like? This thing. Okay. I want to put up like a rangefinder on top of this, something like that. But I do think that's gonna be something for another time also, because doing that probably could take a while. It's really not the prettiest thing, is it? Don't look at the back here, but actually I think making like a semi-open turret cap could be fun, because like, turrets were manually operated throughout most of the time when, battleships were a thing. They were manually loaded and all that. So having some kind of decorative loading area could be kind of cool. So like if I, this is going to be it's gonna be hard to make. Actually, I could make this kind of easily if I advance cannons this year. If I place these two down here, if they're ever going to glow red while in the build mode, but outside of it, it should look good. Actually, I could just make these decorations instead. I should do that. Uh, to add new decoration, ammo, this thing, up that. No, not scaling. Add new, actually paste on. Yeah, this met metal slope 1 meter. If I do this and bit of this, a bit of this. Okay, kind of got the effect of like you have to stand there and load in the shells. I also want to make like some proper like what should I even call it? Uh, like holes. Let's just call them holes into the turret where the barrels can move through. And the way I usually do that is with alloy uh, holes. Yaw them around. Uh, wrong, wrong button. Like that. Scale them up and down. Squish them. Actually, I don't think alloy was the thing I usually do that with. I can't remember what block I usually use for like. Uh, okay, I can use the alloy. It needs to seem actually kind of clouthy, like it's made out of cloth. Could rubber be used instead? That has like a bit more texture. Rubber pearl. Yeah, this might be a bit better. Okay, that looks a bit better. I think I want to move it up once, back once. Yeah, that's helping it. I think I want to put a decoration on the barrel too. No, rub. Actually, it's the first thing. Rubber pole. Uh, up the scaling. Put it to white. And just up the scaling too. If I then move around the barrel, yeah, it looks a bit more natural. Like it doesn't look like cloth entirely. but it does give it more like uh, maybe not realism, but like at least it's trying to apply some sort of fantasy about it actually being a canon. This thing, like very Japanese style barrels with like the cloth and all. Like I could try and make like some shells type things to like have stored around here, or couldn't isn't there like an item that already kind of looks like a shell? It could be very helpful. I don't really think there is. I think I'll have to make one from scratch, which I really don't want to. Oh, I forgot ring shields even exist. Oh, not about that. Getting kind of my throat is getting kind of destroyed right now. I have literally made a single cannon. And how long have this stream been? Over an hour. Hmm. But I do think that's gonna be that from this stream. It wasn't a long stream at all, but I just wanted to do some streaming, and what better way than this? Just making a big old cannon. Um, a two barrel. Like I'm not the best at spelling. Two barrel. Not nanometers, millimeters. What was it at 39 p.m. Gonna just delete the one in the middle now. I said no, 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 no. This button, yes. And place a bunch of these things. Oh, well, two more at least. Oh, it looks so much bigger when it's built. Uh, okay, I should probably select it. Yeah, okay. That was my bad. Yeah, that's fine. I need to place more materials. Materials. Everything. And I need a lot more ammo. Yeah. Now I want to see just watch what this thing can do against, yeah, just against Schottenheim. It's not bad. I was hoping for a bit more spectacular victory, but it's not bad at all. Why isn't one of them firing? Why is there something wrong with one of them? Wait, what the fuck? Have I made like a big whoopsie daisy? What's... Have I not all of these up? Please stop flying. Is that... What? Did I do wrong? Why are these connected to... Oh, I connected... Ah, okay. I think I know what's going on. I need to reverse these on both sides. And basically, one of the cannons took priority over the other because they could both take the same auto loaders. So if I change the direction of this one and change the direction of this one, which I'm pretty sure that's how they were intended to be anyway, and I change this here to one of these, this here to one of these, gotta look, cannons, they're the same RPM now. They're how I intended again. Okay, make sure to save this one. Save this one. Save over. Okay. I do think that's it for me for now. I do want to eventually decorate these properly, but I'm probably gonna wait till that until I actually stick these on a on a battleship. Then I can have plenty of time decorating it once I'm actually have a ship around it also. But that's gonna be a project for the future, since I am definitely logging off now. It is not too late, but it's late enough, and yeah, I just wanted a short stream anyway. That's been it from me. Goodbye.
Oh yeah. More đô la mày khi nó qua ni sa yo won na la li me me guri